Good morning from Easier Habits Live. I'm Alec.
And I am Meg.
And so today we're going to be talking about recovering from setbacks. So you had a crazy migraine brought on in part from over-exercising and some of your chronic conditions.
Yep.
And so you weren't able on Tuesday night to do your 5-day challenge. What happened yesterday?
So yesterday I tried to get back into things. I tried to start moving and stretching and doing some breathing exercises and things. And I very quickly realized that my body was just not going to cooperate. That I needed a day to recover, which I didn't want to take. But that I also knew if I were going to be able to actually get back into things, I needed to take that day. And I made sure that I tried to do things first because, just being oh, it would be hard. That would have been easy, but I was like, nope, okay, I'm going to try and, see how things go. And mostly it was anytime I tried to do any type of exertion whatsoever. And this is talking too loudly or blowing my nose. My head felt like it was going to explode. And I was like, well, that's not good. And it was hard to think, already. But so what I ended up doing was just working on some super easy content creation stuff that I'd had kind of backlogged, but just saying, all right, I'm going to put off day 2 of the challenge one more day so that I can just rest. And I did. And I'm today feeling sore, but less like I got hit by a truck or a bus. And so feeling like, okay, that was probably the right choice, even if it was hard. And now knowing today, I could walk the kids to the bus without using my cane, which was great. So, stuff like that. Those are kind of like my I don't know, litmus tests or whatever for what I'm able to do that day.
Sure. So it sounds like your strategy for the 5-day challenge is just letting people know you'll be postponing it, but you're just posting it later so it'll run a little bit longer.
Yep.
Okay.
And so, and I've been, in contact with people and honestly, from the people that I've talked to, they're like, oh, that's actually good because I didn't have enough time, to do my initial first thing or whatever. And so it's given them some time to kind of look at things, which I guess is good.
Well, and some learnings, like a 5-day challenge or a 3-day challenge. It's usually something every day. And that is good for finding people who are heavily engaged. If someone is posting every single day of a 5-day challenge, they're probably a good candidate for working with you. They're probably highly motivated. And so, that is good. But there are other things where you could do, instead of a specifically 5-day challenge, you could, have the, English pitch challenge or something, and have it over 5 days, but only have 3 days, and give them time in between if they need more time to work on assignments or stuff to play with.
Yeah, so. Yeah, I like that. Well, and when I originally thought about this, I was thinking of having it be a month-long thing where they had a different thing to work on each week, but I wasn't posting every day. I was only posting once a week. But then I thought, that's too much time in between. And so, I decided to, go for the 5 days, but, maybe 10 days where I post something every other day or,
Yeah, we could do that. I think, to a certain extent, as an introductory offer, keeping it somewhat small.
Yeah, fair enough.
Is better. So, and as I think about this, it is something people can always go back and do. If I've had ones where I've signed up for a 5-day email list thing, and they just email it to you, and you can do it whenever. But the people who are most likely to actually keep up with you and follow you are the people who do it regularly, do it every day.
Yeah. For sure.
And so. And having somewhere, even if they're doing the email chain, that they can post back, so you can engage with the people who are actually following through, or something like that. That would be good. But yeah, maybe also just scale down what people are doing, or whatnot if routinely people aren't able, even the more motivated people aren't able to do it in a day.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's some of the learning that's good to have with this.
Yeah.
I think the other learning from this too is just the importance long term of eventually automating this.
Yeah, so that I don't have to worry about it and it can just kind of do its thing.
And so yeah, it won't be as interrupted as much by your health stuff.
Yeah.
And you'll just have to, there's always going to be live clients and stuff, but if you have these automated courses and maybe eventually some paid, automated courses or whatever, that's some income that you can have that don't rely on you,
being present
and some of that would be good. Like an eventual balance, right? I know you like working with people, but you probably will want a mix.
Yeah, it's true. And finding out where that is for me has always been, a hard thing because I have those good days and I'm like, I can do all the things, and then like it takes me a month to recover. So, but I am learning and figuring out kind of where that is. And so it's like that, pendulum that is starting to kind of, find some equilibrium. I still go back and forth a little bit, but I'm able to course correct a lot faster these days than I was in, times previous.
Right. Well, and that's the point of some of these check-ins, coaching, or having an accountability partner, right? Is when you have these times where you're on a setback. I mean, I'll admit, if I get knocked on my butt, I often feel like, I just don't want to do anything.
Right.
Or sometimes after I finish a big goal, right? And I'm like, and I did that, and I don't want to do anything now.
Oh my goodness, yes, right?
So,
well, because you also feel like you want to reward yourself, and the best reward is not having to work for a little bit.
Yeah.
And, kind of reframing that to the reward is more work.
The best reward is getting to do something you're excited to do,
also
rather than not doing something, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, but again, it's just having those structures in place so that you can recover quickly, because it's a lot more important to recover quickly, build in consistency where you can, rather than never make a mistake.
Exactly. So try things, fail, and then have someone to help you get back on track.
Yay!
Thank you.
Right. So anyway, take care, and until tomorrow, make big changes, one small habit at a time.